All right, welcome back. So, I'm up by the copper mining area, and I think we're going to deal with this one up here because I think that's where it's coming from, where some of them are coming from. Really, I don't know why it doesn't just put all of, or a fair amount of coal in there. I think it defaults to two. And I'm sure that's something that I could change, but I don't feel like doing that. Find a good place to camp out here. A lot of worms. How many bullets? We might be able to just take these guys out without um having to use the artillery. But we could probably go with a shell or two. Should probably get some actual guns up ready because these things are definitely going to aggro over here. Put down a wall. Okay. Yeah, still a lot of worms out there. Try and take out these worms as best as possible. Okay, I think that's all of them. Go ahead and pick everything up. Like they did destroy a couple guns, but that's okay, because I never expect to keep a whole lot of guns. We'll go ahead and do a deconstruct on this stuff. They'll tear down a couple of random cliffs, but that's okay. Gets rid of some of these cliff explosives. All right. I think that's all the guns. Are there any more? Looks like there is one more right here. Okay, let's hop into the car. We shouldn't have to deal with the northern area for a little while. Naturally, while I'm not looking, get knock into a tree. Again, airplanes. The way of the future. I mean, you can build rockets in this game, but not airplanes or teleporters. Like, already not a super realistic game, but like, come on, teleporters, like end game type reward for sticking it out. You can now just easily move through your base. Don't have to worry quite as much. All right. Okay. Greatly appreciated if the biters would stop destroying all of my stuff. Get a couple guns ready. grab our artillery. A couple more on hand. So artillery is just nice to help soften up the base a little. Just so it's a little easier to take out with just the guns. Looks like we're out of shells. Go ahead and pick that up just so it doesn't accidentally get hit at all. Here they come. So many of these bugs. Okay, go ahead and start picking up some of these. I think the major waves are over. Just so there aren't any bugs who like to catch me with my pants down. I'm just going to have the bots deconstruct the walls first. Actually, just easier to pick it up myself. Okay, how big is this base still? Still pretty big, but I think we have enough bullets that as long as we do sort of a should definitely be picking these things up. Okay, there we go. Probably should have just tried to pick up the guns that were in range. And replace them down. So I wasn't putting myself in as much harm. Okay. Alright, as long as it's those guns and not not anything actually valuable. Okay, so this base probably a little too large for me right now, but I definitely think it's better than this area is definitely better. It's a lot safer now. Let's try not to hit too many trees. Actually managed to get through that without really running into anything. Just trying to get an eye for how far the pollution's going and if it's bugging any more bases. That could be a threat. Don't think it is, though. We should probably take a quick look down here. Looks like we're out of fuel because, yeah, of course we are. Okay, there is another base right here. But I don't think, yeah, it's good. We're out of pollution range at this point. Okay, that worked better in my head. I love the bots, but when they tried to automatically fix my car every time it takes damage and I come down to a slow stop or slower speed, I don't know. It seems a bit much, a little too aggressive. They might be able to, I might be able to tweak that somewhere in the settings. That definitely seems like something that could be tweakable. like only fix stuff if it reaches like a certain point, which would probably be better than... How is this pollution reaching so far? That uranium production, or uranium mining pollution, must be really big. All right, let's go ahead and check this area, because obviously there have been a few attacks over here still. It does surprise me that uranium mining would produce this much pollution out here. But I guess it must. So. Million. That's definitely going to be the next iron spot. And obviously, who knows if I will actually get to that point, because, you know, we're getting there. This is a fairly small base. I'm a little surprised that that would be the thing aggroing us. Though, because it seems like this might be the one. Pick that up. Check the map. Yeah, that might be it. That might be the one that keeps sending a couple guys up our way. Go ahead. Pick up our guns. And it's small enough that we can easily just take it out. Definitely a big day for bug killing, that's for sure. There appears to be another one over here that might also be causing issues. Any bullets? More worried that we don't have enough guns. Okay. Don't quite have... Get out. Draw some of these bugs over to us. Hey, come here. Come here. Well, that definitely could have worked better. Stop it. Okay. Well, that kind of wasted some guns. So, great. Did kill a bit of their base, but I'm going to elect to... Okay. Elect to turn around and just kind of let them be upset right now. We'll kill them later. So, nothing to worry about. Okay, time for the long drive back up. We do have plenty of... Interesting. Because it looks like it's coming from over here. Rather than from the south. So let's go ahead and head east. Uncover a bit more of the fog of war that might be hiding some nest. Two very large nest over there. Just circle around here, make sure that there's nothing too serious. That one's not in range, so I don't think that's causing the issues. All right. There's another one. Let's back up. Yeah, these two aren't causing the issues. It must be this one that's sending them. I don't know. I'm not too concerned as long as we're not close enough that they're sending like giant waves towards us. Plus the pollution is not terrible out here. Like it's not bright red where these bases are located. So maybe I'm like being a little too aggressive about it, about eradicating these things. But I mean, they keep making flashing exclamation points on my screen, so they must go. All right. So let's go ahead, take a look at our uranium production, because not entirely sure how this thing is supposed to work. Although I thought we had more of the, whatever this one is called, uranium-235. Unless that's what it's doing right now. Ooh, here comes one. Animation is... it's actually really interesting. So, is there any way to tell where, if this is working like how I think it's supposed to be working? Suppose we can just go ahead and start a second one, maybe? I don't know. You like seeing more of these 235s. So I'm like trying to figure out if this is working properly. I think it is. Like the fact that this is going up makes me think that it is working correctly. Maybe I should hold off until... Well, it should actually grab everything before it gets to this one. So I think what we're waiting for is for this to get to uranium, or to 41 of these, so that it will then loop and have enough for the next centrifuge to start. So definitely only start with one. It shouldn't come to it where, like, this thing should be able to pick up any of these, that any of the 235s that show up, just because it's so rare. And especially with these filter inserters, stack inserters, it should work fine. So we'll start this. We'll let the second one kind of start going when this inevitably finishes. It will take a while because it's 60 seconds, so it takes an entire minute before another one produces, and we're only at 29, so it's going to be another 12 minutes before this reaches the amount that will allow this one to start, or start collecting these, assuming we don't get more of the 235s just randomly, which is kind of a crapshoot. Don't right click. Okay. Now what do we want to do? I think we were working towards the stuff up here. This one Factorio up here. So it looks like blue is currently... Oh. Right, you guys actually don't need to do these. Personally, I can't, like, bulk do this. Completely forgot that we don't actually need power poles in here because the place is already powered. Guess I just kind of forgot. But we will let our little guys handle that for us. Well, some of it at least. I don't know if there's a way to just, like, mark all power poles to be deleted in, like, a certain area. Okay, that one should be it. Interesting. All right, so where are these two coming out of? To make this a little simpler, I'm just going to have it come out of the two middle ones. Oh. So I didn't actually hook these things up. Interesting. Okay. Greens. Do. We need these greens for the stuff down here. I'm almost kind of leaning towards, since we no longer need quite as many greens over here to suffice our science production, maybe we just reroute our greens fully this way. That's right, it won't let you actually do turns. So that's a full green line that should keep this area saturated. This is not connected. Same with that one. That's why those weren't getting completely filled. Same with this. Okay. I think that's a good place to put in a cut. So thank you for watching. And in the next episode, we will probably start working towards getting this rocket stuff, these rocket shenanigans, started. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next part.